Little did I know when I was doing my talks at Poisto exercises that one day I would come to respect the guy a lot. But there you go. So it's a small world, it's a theme. After that I went to Cambridge University for 3 years, studied economics, had a lot of fun, learned to play rugby, learned to row boats and other things. I then actually joined a startup. This one I don't talk very much about because this one was a complete, utter, miserable failure. And I've actually learned more from this one than probably all the other startups combined. I joined a company called Digital Mobility. They took me out of university to effectively head up product management. That should have rung some alarm bells on its own. It didn't, because I was pretty naive, frankly. Didn't know what I was doing. But Digital Mobility made things like WAP gateways, SMS services, all those cool things that a bunch of Finns as well made about 10 years ago. And it was a miserable failure for 100 reasons. I could have a 5-hour lecture on just why it was a miserable failure. But more than anything, I met some great people, saw some great market opportunities, saw some absolutely horrendous execution, saw some strategic decisions which just felt like, no, don't do this. And frankly, if it wasn't for this, I would have never become an entrepreneur. This, to me, was kind of a year out. I was going to continue studying, I was going to do other things. But just because I saw, like, look, if a company like this can nearly make it, I mean, come on, right? Anyone can nearly make it, right? So anyway, no disrespect to Digital Mobility in its own right. It was a tough market situation and other things, but genuinely, that was what kicked off my wanting to set up Macrospace, my first big company. In fact, together with colleagues from Digital Mobility, many of whom are still at Playfish today, like 2 ventures later, right? So just goes to show how networks and people are really what ultimately makes companies successful. But that's kind of my background. That's who I am. I'm a startup guy, super excited about building startups, super excited about supporting startups. Here in Finland, I'm not actively involved